F1 2014 Career Mode is here. This is the first episode, this time on the PC. Today we'll be driving a 100% race around Melbourne, so like and subscribe if you haven't already to the channel. I'll be uploading many more F1 2014 Career Mode videos in the future. But without further ado, let's see the team that we'll be driving for this season. So here we are in the first race in Melbourne. Just be aware, if you've seen the episode from Tuesday, the other career mode video I did, this race is completely different to the one I did the other day. This time we're on the PC. As I mentioned before, I decided to switch to the PC because overall I think the series is going to be a lot better on here. The quality, frame rate, everything like that is just a lot better than what it is on the PS3. So without further ado, we're jumping straight into qualifying because we already, have a decent feel for how this Ferrari is, so we should be a little bit quicker in comparison to the previous episode we did. So pretty much just going for a straight up qualifying setup, and then we'll see how we go in the race. This time, of course, we are doing a 100% race, so we do need to be a little bit more careful in terms of the tyre management. As you can see, we've got 5 sets of option tyres. We'll get another set of option tyres if we make it into Q3 as well. So as soon as we get into Q3, which I'm hoping we will, I'll be going for an all-out blast to try and get as high up the grid as I can. So I've only used one set of prime tyres, and I'm using it in Q1. I set my banker time on a set of primes, and now I'm going back out at the end of the session on the same set of primes because I feel like I can improve on that time. It wasn't the best, and of course the track evolution should make my times a little bit better if I can get this lap in cleanly. So coming up to the line, and we go 11th place, just 1 second slower than Lewis Hamilton's pole time at the moment. So fairly good run there into 11th place, and that's us into Q2. So here we are in Q2 now. We'll be putting on a set of option tyres which should get us through to Q3 hopefully. I think the Ferrari should be able to easily make it into the third part of qualifying, and we go 8th fastest there. I decided to fast forward to the end of the session and we just made it there. So now we're on to Q3. I think we've got like 3 sets of fresh sets of option tyres to use in qualifying 3, so I'm going to use up absolutely all of them here. You can see I'm going purple to the second sector intermediate on Felipe Massa's time, and then coming up to the line we'll see how we stack up against the Williams. Hopefully we can topple him in this third qualifying session. We do 27.3. Of course, some other cars are still yet to put in some competitive times, including the 2 Mercedes, so I'll expect those guys to be going a lot faster. And here you can see my second and third runs, I never actually improved as the session went on, so that was quite weird. My first lap was fairly solid, but I didn't actually think it was that good. But in comparison to my teammate, I was still quite a long way off. Fernando Alonso, 2/10 off Lewis Hamilton, and he's on the front row of the grid. That is absolutely outstanding, getting that Ferrari onto the front row. But either way, we'll be starting from 8th place in the race tomorrow. Wish me luck. Alright, so here we are in the Ferrari pits, just waiting for the race to get underway. We're starting in 8th place. I'm just going to quickly show you guys the setup that I'm running with this weekend. Still not too sure if it's fully optimized for this track here in Melbourne, but I think it's fairly solid. It should get us hopefully a decent points paying position. The strategy is once again a 2-stop. I think I might have to switch to 2 primes if the tyre wear is bad enough, like it was in the other video I did just the other day. So here we go, first race of the season. Let's get it underway. Alright, so here we are on our home race in Melbourne, the first race of this F1 2014 Career Mode series. Hopefully I can give the home fans something to cheer about. And away we go for the first season of F1 2014 Career Mode. It looks like the start has been fairly average in comparison to Felipe Massa, who gets off to a flyer. He's going to try and take it up the inside of Ricciardo there. We're going to take it nice and easy, split the two Red Bulls there as we slot into 5th place now, around the outside of Ricciardo. And Rosberg now struggling down in P4 as Massa is squeezing him out to the left-hand side of the track. We're going to go up the inside of those guys and possibly Alonso. We leave him room on the outside, and it looks like we might take him around the outside through turn 4. And there we go, job done, into P2. Next up is Hamilton. He's got a fairly sizable lead so far, but cutting on to lap 2, we can see we're trying to close him in. The gap is 1.4 seconds at the moment. Cutting to lap 3, we're going purple to the middle sector, so we're catching him. It's down to 1.1 seconds now. And if we can just get within that 1 second DRS window, we should be in with a chance of maybe overtaking him for the lead of this Grand Prix. As we can see, lap 4 going purple, 29.7. And now lap 5, losing the rear end through turn 4. And that was just enough for Hamilton to squeeze out that lead again and then break that 1 second DRS window. And after that, Hamilton was gone. Now we're trying to focus on our teammate Fernando Alonso, who's going on the attack now. Our tyres are now starting to slip. We're supposed to pit on lap 17, and our tyres are already starting to go off. We can see Alonso trying to make the move stick around the outside through turn 1. We leave him room on the outside, and he sort of went off track there. But he's gone through for 2nd place. But we'll try and get him back on the counter-attack into turn 3, maybe up the inside. We leave him room on the outside. He left us room on the inside, so very good respectful racing here between the two teammates so far. We're down to 21 runners in the Grand Prix, so somebody has already retired. We can see that someone else... No, it's Alonso still trying to attack us on this DRS straight. Once again, flying past us, and it's getting very, very feisty at the moment. We're all over him coming into turn 3 once again at the start of lap 10. We might edge it up the inside, and we do. But I think we've overshot the corner a little bit this time, but I think we've just made the move stick for now. It's getting very tight at the moment. My tyre wear is really starting to sort of hold me up and hold up Alonso. We're starting to fall into the clutches of the train behind us. We can see that Alonso has now got past us, and then he brakes slowly going through the middle sector chicane. But after that, Alonso got the track position, and I think he was gone after that for the rest of this stint. So lap 17, we're now coming into the pits for a set of prime tyres. I think the game wanted me to put on a set of options for this stint, but there's no way I'm putting on another set of options. These tyres were very, very ordinary at the start of the stint. I've got to go conservative just to make it on a 2-stop so far. What I've noticed already is that career mode is definitely still fairly, let's say, harsh on the tyres as we get held up by, I think it was Bottas coming in for his pit stop. So yeah, in comparison to Grand Prix mode, the tyre wear is a lot tougher on career mode. So you'll need to watch out for that as you guys do this career mode for yourselves. Also, speaking of you guys, let me know what team you're going to be in your own career mode. I think it'll be awesome to know what you guys are doing with that. But either way, we've rejoined on the track. On the very next lap, we can see some of the leaders have now made their stops, and we're now back into P3 as we were. Lap 33, we can see Nico Hülkenberg right behind us. No, it's Lewis Hamilton. He's putting us a lap down on lap 33. We're just past the halfway point, and Lewis is absolutely flying in this Grand Prix so far. I knew the Mercedes was quick. It wasn't so quick in qualifying, but in the race, it's really starting to show its true colours. Lap 37, we're coming in for our final pit stop of the race, putting on another set of prime tyres. We've only just made this current set last 20 laps. We've got to make this next set last 21 laps. So it's going to be a pretty big challenge just to make the current set make it to the end. But rejoining on the track, we've got to watch out for Daniel Ricciardo because he did the undercut by a single lap, and I think he might actually jump us as we come out of the pits now. There he goes, and we drop down into P5. We can see Sebastian Vettel on track. He's going to rejoin right on top of us as we come into turn 1. It looks like we might just about regain that track position. We need to chase down Ricciardo while we still have fresh tyres, and I'll try and burn as much fuel as I can because I actually saved quite a bit of fuel in the last stint coming towards the end of the tyre life, so I can afford to push. I've got fresh tyres now. I've just about managed to regain that 1 second DRS window. I think it's a lot less than that now, as we can see on the sector split, down to 4/10. So we're definitely within that slipstream range, and we might actually get Ricciardo now as we come into the 3rd sector. He might be saving fuel. He's harvesting ERS as well, so that's a very bad combination when you're trying to go fast on the straights. We can see on lap 50 we've got Sebastian Vettel, who's made it around his teammate now for P4, and now he's trying to go around the outside of us into turn 1 for P3. It looks like he might have got the job done though, but he overshot turn 1. But we're going to go side by side now on the run down to turn 3. It's going to be, a case of who's going to be the last of the late breakers here. It looks like it's us, only just though, only because we had the inside line there. I don't think Vettel was too eager to go around the outside of us there. So we maintain P3 for the moment. It's getting very, very feisty at the moment. I can see that I'm just struggling to hit apexes now. It's just very tough to get any drive out of that final corner. The car just really wants to wheel spin, especially through there on dead tyres. But we can see the Red Bulls are battling now coming into turn 1. They're having a pretty big arm wrestle, and that allowed me to get away a little bit. As we can see, final lap for us. Lap 57, we got lapped by Lewis Hamilton. We can see Felipe Massa and Sebastian Vettel having a nice ding-dong battle on the run-up to the finish line. We've come home in 3rd for our first race here on F1 2014. Guys, if you enjoyed that, then leave a like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. And there we go. Top of the constructors for Ferrari.
That's 3rd on podium. Well done. Good race.
So that's been the first race of this F1 2014 Career Mode Series. Lewis Hamilton has won the race by 39 seconds over Fernando Alonso. The rest of the field was a lap down. That just shows the dominance Mercedes has, especially in the race. Nico Rosberg finishing 9th, so I have no idea what happened to him. He dropped down to 5th after the first couple of corners, and then after that, there must have been just a snowball of effects that had just happened after that. But either way, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, then make sure you subscribe. I'll be doing many more F1 2014 videos in the future. Career mode, online races, setups, all that kind of thing. This channel is the place to be. So the driver's standings, we're 10 points behind Lewis Hamilton. In the constructors rather, Ferrari is on top by 6 points over Mercedes. So that's very crucial. I'm going to try and work as hard as I can to increase my pace. Hopefully Fernando can stay consistent as well. And you never know, we might actually be able to beat Mercedes in this championship. So that's been this first episode of Career Mode. The next episode will probably be out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But until then, guys, I'll see you next time.